Thanks for tuning in. Emmanuel Papadakis today. This is a quick introduction to the Wing Chun theory of contact phase of fighting and the approach to dealing with grappling. So let's assume contact's been made. With bridge contact, I've defended myself, he's defended him, he's attacking me, but he's defended himself. Arms up. So we've made contact, right? Neither attack nor defense has been put out of the fight. The Wing Chun solution to dealing with this contact phase of fighting is the much misunderstood and rarely well taught secret of Chi Sao. What is Chi Sao? Chi Sao is what makes the system unique and able to negate what is otherwise the undisputed art of close quarters combat, i.e. ground fighting, grappling, jiu-jitsu. Chi Sao is in essence a reflex reaction training system. It enables you to defend yourself against opponents regardless of their size or strength by learning to counter-attack along the centre line and give way to or flow around any superior oppositional force that you meet on that counter-attack. To understand how it works, you just need to know the four principles of movement that it follows. Those are going forward, sticking with whatever I meet on that path or maintaining contact, giving way or yielding if that force is superior to my own, and then counter-attacking when the way is clear with open or closed-handed strikes, the vital points, or elbow strikes if it's close range. So what does that mean in practice? That means he's come at me, I counter-attack. Now, we've made contact. At this point, I immediately feel whether I can either move his hand out of the way, and if I can't because he's bigger and stronger than me, I immediately give way by pivoting at the point of contact with that reflex reaction. And depending on which way his pressure is going, if it's going this way for example, I just fold around that point of contact. In this case we're already at close range, so it's going to be an elbow strike. So I use Chi Sao to basically learn to give way, pivot around the point of contact, and immediately either offline, so if he's coming with force I could take a step out of the way if that's needed, and then I've got a way clear to counter-attack with my strikes. Or I just flow around by pivoting at this point of contact. In this case, I could just fold over with an elbow, and if my force keeps coming forward, the harder he throws, the harder my elbow is going to be. It's just pure reflex. Once you learn some Chi Sao, you realise you don't need to necessarily be strong enough to overcome your opponent. So his size and strength don't really matter. Once you've made contact, you just need to be strong enough to move your own body off the line of his attack, and in the process create a new centre line along which you can counter-attack with either closed or open-handed strikes to the vital points, or elbows if we're already at close range, which we typically would be. So if he's giving me force from the point of contact, I'm not going to try and wrestle him. I'm just going to immediately flow around that point of contact, and then free hands I can strike however is appropriate or needed. That sounds conceptually simple. It's very difficult to execute with the fluidity that makes it devastatingly effective. In particular, it's key that once contact is made, there is no withdrawal. So at no point once I've made contact and my counter-attack has been blocked do I withdraw my arms and create space for him to take another strike or flow into. The second, the even more important thing, is once contact is made, there must be no strength-to-strength rigidity at the point of contact. So essentially, Chi Sao is training to learn to be fluid at the point of contact. As soon as you have rigidity, your balance is vulnerable, strength comes into play, and you're into a grappling situation. It's for this reason that grappling is the undisputed art of close quarters combat. Hence you have the saying, a boxer will beat a kicker, but a grappler will always beat a boxer, because if he's aggressive enough to quickly tie up the range, he can lock down all other styles very effectively. Chi Sao without rules, free-flowing Chi Sao, is the solution to that problem. The challenge is it takes some years to learn and train those reflex reactions, and it requires a good instructor, which is not trivial to find. If you can navigate those challenges, it opens the secret to the world's most lethal and effective close quarters combat system. And we'll give some brief demonstrations of how that looks.